from iGaming Club Malaga 2025. Linek, can you please introduce yourself?
So my name is Linek I have been in the iGaming industry for about 17 years. I'm more predominantly on the operator side, a bit on the affiliate side, and I'm right now representing a fintech company that is working a lot with the same affiliate, and this is the reason I'm here. I'm always doing one panel later today, one panel tomorrow, and I'm also the host for all the panels tomorrow from 1 p.m. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
So as I see, and we are connected for a long time and you've done a lot in the industry, can you walk us through your experience? Like how did you come into iGaming and maybe fintech or marketing? You do a lot. You've done a lot.
Yeah, the thing is I am super old, so this is one reason I've done a lot.
How old is experience?
I came into the industry back in the day because I love playing poker, so I played full time.
You turned the passion into your profession.
That's really the way I live. So that time I was having a TV show in Denmark where I review computer games and gadgets. At one point, they actually invited me to London for an event where there was poker, and I just fell in love with that. And I just found out I had a natural knack for poker. And that almost the same time, I got contacted by Britain, who were looking for a country manager for Denmark. And I was like, you know what, this is almost like fate. It gave me a good opportunity to move to Malta and start working with Betson, who had a huge poker product at that time.
Wow, so that was how you came into the industry. I mean, it's really cool to listen about your journey, turning passion into the profession. Tell me more about Nemo Money that we were speaking a while ago. That's a kind of a good trading platform for crypto. So how did that idea came up and how did you come across this platform?
When I worked in Insane, I got the opportunity to do my MBA. And I decided to do my MBA on blockchain technology. And I realized I only have a theoretical knowledge of it. So when I got the opportunity last year to join a fintech company, Exinity, who owns Nemo, I jumped on it right away. Exinity is quite famous within the fintech industry, and in my opinion, it's probably one of the most user-friendly trading apps that exists right now. I've been trading myself for around 8 years. On multiple platforms. And one of the things that always I think finds complicated is that if you're a new user and you try to go into a new app, it has a lot of terms that can be very daunting, very scary. And considering that you are spending your money, I mean, you want to feel safe, you want to feel that you understand. And with Nemo, it was actually a brainchild of my CEO, and he wanted to create, he's very product focused. So what's actually really nice, we see a lot of time people create a product and then they just try to sell it before it's ready. Here they did the opposite, they created an amazing product and then they decided to sell it. They've been working on it for years, but we didn't start the affiliate and partnership program before December last year. And it's, in my opinion, it's the best app. Like you can, as I said, I have lots of experience in it, and the problem is, first of all, there's big fee, or as we already know, it's super unregulated. We all know the story about FXTM last year. Everybody lost their money, and there's nothing to come for because there's no regulation to protect people. So for me, it's very important when I teach people to invest that they feel protected. And I think that's the most, and we have to, like, it doesn't matter if it's gambling or if it's investment, we need to protect our users.
So there are a lot of exchanges in the market and there are a lot of wallets. Yeah. So what would be one specific thing that stands out from the crowd amongst all the exchanges out there?
There's lots of things, but I think first of all, it's very user-friendly, first of all. Secondly, there is very powerful AI. So I know a lot of people who also invest, they will open ChatGPT or DeepSeek, and then they will ask, how should I invest? What is the market? We already have that in the app, and the app is going to remember what you asked for, so you will begin to make suggestions based on that. So if you can see the pattern is that you are using, you like stable American stocks like Amazon, then you will say, okay, bear in mind that right now, that because of the tariff, the Trump just say, we give you the advice because we also tap into social media. It's very important to mention that what happens in the social space also have a huge impact on stuff. If you already remember when I think it was Musk who said for the years back that he didn't like crypto, and then everything just janked for 6 months, and people go crazy. Or he comes to say, "This is amazing," and then everything went up. So having tapped into the social space is just as important And instead of you have to open all your social media channels and AI, we have to make sure everything is in one app.
In my opinion, it also saves a lot of costs because a lot of people follow different influencers. They download different apps that give recommendation, that take great services. So you are automating it via AI with just one app to go with. So it saves you a lot of money as well.
Yes, but that's the whole thing. I like the idea. So I really believe very much in doing something that can help and people can benefit. Privately, I'm the kind of person people come and say, what should I invest in? Do we know that you are good at finance? How do we? I also want to buy a house. I also want to buy this and that. And I always say, understand the investment, understand the market. But the thing is, I don't like to be the one telling my friends, oh, you should invest in this right now, because it's something that happened with me. That's why I always say Nemo will become that much more reliable friend who will do that for you. So he will save you money, but more and more, he will also earn your money. That's the thing. We all try to find a way to generate passive income, to find a way to secure ourselves, our families. And let's be honest, if you become good at investment, that's exactly what you get.
So right after this conversation, the first thing I'll do is install the application. So one last question. You mentioned about the partner program that you launched a few months back. So what's one thing that you look in an attribution platform when you onboard a platform to market your new app?
I would be honest and say, the platform we have now was chosen just before I came. I think it may be not the most optimal platform for me at this point. But I love very good tracking. I think one of the biggest, and I think what people really underestimate is really understand the sources. I work, for instance, at one point with Lightbubble, which is a big social media partner, and they had multiple influencers, they had multiple sources. So just having one for Facebook, one for influencers, one for the Twitter or X, it's not enough. You need to understand. Yeah, but if you post this type of content on this, you need to have that broken down because you can save so much money by ordering that. And I think that's really important.
You need to have that set of partners inside your attribution platform to help the advertiser run the campaigns across all the channels.
So come on, knowledge and just go. This is the thing. And I think a lot of people really go over this to wage really fight and saying everything fits all. But that's the right. It doesn't. And I think it's a big challenge that people do because affiliation is about a mutual relationship and respect. So for me as a platform operator, I need to be able to give that knowledge to my partners, and my partners have to be able to optimize. And I think the tracking, I think, is probably one of the most important things.
Yeah, I think transparency, scalability, and the mutual agreement between the advertiser and partner is what makes the partner program last for a long time. All right, Linek, thank you very much for your insights. It was a lovely conversation. Wish you all the best for the future events.
Thank you so much.